Hi Stampers, it's Gigi with StampFUNatics, and I have some exciting news for you today. I have our new annual catalog. Now, this goes live May 4th and goes through next September of 2022. This is all of our brand new products. But I get to give you a little sneak peek. I can't show you inside the catalog, but I can show you some of the products that I was able to pre-order as a demonstrator. That's one of the perks. So if you ever thought about becoming a demonstrator, you don't have to have classes. That's your choice if you want, but you can do it and receive discount and all the perks of being a demonstrator. If you're interested, just contact me at StampFUnatics@gmail.com and I'd be happy to talk it over with you. Okay, but right now we have 5 new in colors. As you know, every 2 years we have a new set of in colors and they will last for 2 years. So these go through 2021 to 2023. And as we're using these new, we still have ones that started last year, so they kind of overlap. So we usually have 10 in colors. 5 are new, 5 are on their way out probably the following year. So let me show you. Here's our new 5 in colors. The names are Fresh Freesia, there is Pale Papaya, Evening Evergreen, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. And I'm going to fess up, in the beginning, I knew I liked the 3 colors, but I wasn't sure about the greens. But now that I've had these in my stamp sets, in my ink pads, I absolutely love them. But when I did my first pre-order, I did only order the 3 colors for the blends. So I have the light and the dark of the Fresh Freesia, the Pale Papaya, and the Polished Pink. I guess this goes this way so it wouldn't be upside down for you. So that's what I had to color with. But I'll show you another way of coloring until I get my 2 new other colors, the greens, because I absolutely love them. And I gotta say, this is one of the first years that I absolutely loved all 5 new in colors. Usually I'll like a few of them and it'll take me a while to warm up to the other ones, but not this year. They're beautiful. So I'm going to show you a card that I made with the 5 new in colors. Aren't they gorgeous? And they actually all coordinate well with each other. The greens go well with the pinks or the peach. And this darker green, again, goes beautiful with them. And actually, I decided to get a couple of the ribbons to show you. And this is the Polished Pink. And this is like an open weave, but you can see it has like a border on it. It's very easy to tie bows. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. So you can see how easy it is and how pliable. And then this one was the Soft Succulent. So I thought these 2 colors went pretty together. And I'll show you what I had in mind. We actually have new gift bags that are in the 5 new in colors. And these are ombre gift bags. If you can see, they start light at the top and then they go dark down by the bottom. And there's your 5 colors. Aren't they beautiful? So I thought some of this ribbon would go pretty on these colors. Now I didn't want to put pink with pink, so I decided maybe the green would go pretty with the pink and maybe one of the other colors. So you'll be watching, keep watching if you haven't already. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell and you'll get a notification when I film my new videos with these new products. Because now that I have them in, I'm going to be working with them and I'm going to show you tons of ideas. Okay, let me show you the cardstock. Here's the beautiful cardstock for you to get more of a better idea of all the colors. Aren't they beautiful? Do you see how well they go together? You can blend and match, mix, do any way you want, and they'll all go together. They're absolutely beautiful. Okay. Next, I wanted to show you some of the stamps that I've been able to purchase. Let me get some of my dies too. And the first one is a spiral die. Look at that. It is going to make the coolest tie-dye cards. And I've already got one in mine. And it's using this little party puffins. Isn't this adorable? No, they're not penguins. They're puffins. Puffins is a bird in Australia. See, I get to learn things too when I'm a demonstrator. But it's a bird that's out of Australia and it has a very colorful beak. So you want to make sure that you color it different colors. I actually made a couple cards. And this is like a little birthday one, make a wish. And these are some of our new rhinestones I'm going to show you in a minute. And this is our Playing with Patterns paper that is on the retiring list right now. So if you haven't got it and it's still available, pick some up. Otherwise, we have some other new pattern paper coming in our new catalog, but it's with a hostess. For a $150 order, you'll be able to get it for free. First time that I've seen that they've ever given designer paper as a hostess gift. So that's a cool deal. If you know your order is going to be big, you might want to wait for that. Anyway, here's another little birthday card. Let's see. I didn't do that one, but this one I did. And this one I put a little, "You're the best." And look at this little gift he's holding. It's a little wrapped fish. Isn't that cute? For his present. I love this set. And it has happy birthday to someone who makes others happy. Make a wish, and from all of us, you're the best. And then look at these cute guys. So that's another set. Here's host set that I love too. If you don't wind up getting that paper I was telling you about, this is a beautiful one called Better Places. And I actually made a card. Let's see. I think I've already mailed it. I did. I already mailed it out. But this is a beautiful card that I'll make again for you. You make the world a better place. Celebrate the wonder of this day. Happy Father's Day. And this would make a cool Father's Day or birthday gift. I have a nephew who loves to hike mountains, and this is just beautiful. So keep an eye out for that, and I'm going to make some cards for you for that one. Excuse my voice. I have such bad allergies. Okay, this etched in nature we had, but there was a problem with the way the fine line was inking. And so right now it's not orderable. I'm wondering by May when you can get it, but this is a beautiful set and I just wanted to show you anyway. When being together is more important than what you do, you're with a friend. I just love that saying. Cherish happy moments, a thank you just for you. And then butterflies and flowers and birds. I mean, it's beautiful, little mushrooms. So cute. Okay, and then I got this color and contour set, and it has beautiful flowers. You're absolutely amazing, here for you now and in better days ahead. So very happy for you. Thank you for everything. And it has the two-step stamping, so you can stamp and then you can stamp inside it if you want to color it, or you can color with your blend markers or whatever media pencils, watercolor pencils, whatever you have. It has a cute little swoosh there. I call that a swoosh. And then it has, let me show you the dies. I love the dies. I actually bought it for the dies more than the stamp set. Look at that. They have this great little eyelet, and that's what it winds up being when you cut it out. It's an eyelet rectangle. All of these are stitched, so these are so pretty and scalloped. And then you can cut out this flower. Let's get it out of the glare. And you can also cut out this long flower. And then you have a scallop border for the edge of your cards. So it's got everything. How cool. And I'm actually going to finish off my last card because that's what I was using to make these cards. And you can see I had the scallop rectangle there. I used this flower. And then on the inside, I used that pretty little eyelet for the inside of my card and then stamped the other flower and "You're amazing" inside. I made a little thank you note. So I'm going to show you how I did that in a minute. Let me show you a couple more things. Before we get into that, I wanted to show you they have another die set called Tailor-Made Tags and Dies. And this one, oh, look at all these cool tags. All different sizes, stitched and beautiful. And then you have the little round tabs. And if you can see on here, I used the smallest one for my little tag on my card. And then I use these little circles that punch out that have the hole in the middle. You could tie some twine through it or ribbon, but I decided just to put one of our new rhinestones that we have in the new in colors. And here's what I have left because I've just been going crazy with them. They're so beautiful, but I hope you can see the colors. You've got your polished pink. I don't remember all the names. So pale papaya. I believe this might be the evergreen. And then this one might be your freesia. And the last one was probably your pale soft succulent. That's it. So that's what I decided to put right in that little hole to kind of fill it in. Okay, let's see. So these, put these on your list. I mean, they are just so adorable, and they also have a different little notched one that's bigger if you want to put ribbon through it. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, now I have one pack of paper that I ordered. We were limited on what we could purchase, pre-purchase early. We couldn't do out of the whole catalog. So I did get some things that really just called to me that I had to have right away. And this one is called Paisley Petals Designer Series paper. This paper is gorgeous, both sides. It has like a little gingham check on one side, leaves in the evergreen, the two greens actually, self-succulent. You have stripes, flowers. You have this cute big pansy, and this is all about pansies. They actually have a whole bundle on the pansies, so you can get the stamp sets and you can get the dies, and one of the dies fits this, so it can cut it out for you. You have polka dots. You have more different colored gingham, beautiful colors, flowers, and there's another colored gingham. And I've kind of chopped this up, so it's kind of hard. There's a little bit of the pale papaya. And I think you've seen everything. Yeah. Okay, so that is what I use to make these cards. And this is some of that beautiful pansy designer series paper. I actually cut out the flower, cut out a few of the leaves that are on that leaf sheet, and then just put in happy birthday and put some of my new rhinestone colors on it. Isn't it beautiful? And then this one is another one where I just did some stripes of the paper. Said happy Mother's Day, because this would make a beautiful Mother's Day card, and that's coming up pretty quick after our catalog goes live on May 4th. So definitely, if you want, get this pansy set and it would make a beautiful Mother's Day card. Here I would just use the stitch rectangle dies. I didn't have these other dies yet, but you could use the new dies if you wanted. All right, now I'm going to show you how to make this card that I did for all of my cards. I've left this one for you. I'll get rid of some of the things I showed you. Okay, now I used some of the pansy colored designer series paper because it has a lot of our new in colors on there. So I'm going to go ahead and take this piece and glue it down. Now this, I cut it 4 1/4 and then scored it 5 1/2. So the card's going to open this way instead of the other way that we usually do. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of, and you can pick whichever side you want. I just love gingham, so when I see gingham, I go with it. But you can use whichever side. They're all beautiful. It was hard to decide, actually. All right, now I'm going to show you how I stamped this. I actually used my StampFUnatic. Okay, and if you don't have this tool, it is a really good thing to add to your collection. Okay, now what I did was I cut using the scallop die. I used the 3rd one in, so this size, and I cut a piece of our basic white paper. Now what I did was I marked the corner of some of our graph paper and put that in my StampFUnatic, so I knew exactly where to put each one as I did them because I was doing multiples. Put my little, let's get this off. Put my little magnet there to hold my paper. Then I take my stamp flat side up and I decide where I want it. And once I have it where I want it, I just press like that, pull up easy so you don't pull the whole paper with you. And then always keep a stamp set under this door because you don't want to stress this hinge. So I'm just going to put it under there. So when I ink up, and I'm going to use my black Memento ink. Let's see. I'm going to see if this will do what I want it to do. Press down, lift up. I got a good stamp. But if I didn't, and I missed a spot, say in the middle or something, I could go ahead and ink this up again. This is what I love about the StampFUnatic. And go back in, rub, pull up, and you'll have even a darker image. So that's the way I did that. Now, let me show you. These little flowers have another, it's a 2-step, so you can find the way the flowers go, put this down in there, When you get it lined up the way you want it, there's no guesswork. Pick that up, ink it up on whatever color you want, and go ahead and stamp your color on your flower. Now, another way you can do it, which is how I'm going to show you today, is with your blends. So I'm actually doing the Fresh Freesia. So I'm using the light one today for my blend, and these are alcohol markers. Let me get a piece of paper because they do tend to bleed underneath and I don't want to get it on my surface. And I'm going to take the brush. You have a ball side and a brush side. I'm just going to take the brush and go ahead and color in my flower. So you can do it with the stamp set and your ink pads. You can do it with your blend markers. You could do it with your watercolored pencils, or you even have Stampin' Write markers in the in colors. It's a 5-pack that you can purchase, and you'll have all the colors that you need to do the same thing I'm doing. All right, I just love working with the blends, so they dry just about on contact because they're alcohol based. All right, now I'm going to show you what I did for the green because I hadn't bought the green yet. So I used my soft succulent, and I went and got my blend pens out, and I just took a little ink, swirled it around in there, and then I put the color on that way so you can see, and colored my green leaves. So if you want more up there, you could do it. And then when you're done with this, you just want to scrape it off on a piece of paper until it is clear again, and then you're ready to put it away. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay. I just dropped something. Here we go. All right. So now our flower's ready. Let me get one of my samples back. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is stamp our saying. Now here's one of those tags that I've pre-cut out. Do you see how they're stitched? And they have a little hole. And I'm going to take my Fresh Freesia ink pad. And now I just wanted, let me show you, the thank you. I didn't want for everything. So I'm going to mask, and I'm going to show you how I did it. I took one of my Post-it notes, and this is so simple. And I just cut a piece up. I have the sticky part here. And I'm just going to go underneath and do that. And then I have a piece of washi tape. Now you could do the whole thing in washi tape, but I just had some thin washi tape. And so I'm just going to put that to cover that little bit that was still showing. There we go. And see, this way it's just the thank you and not all the other words. I'm going to take my ink pad, ink up my thank you. Take this off, don't forget that part. And then I'm just going to bring this down, let's get it straight, and stamp my thank you. And there you go. Okay, now I've already cut out my little dot. So I'm going to bring out my little silicone mat so I don't get my ink anywhere but where I want it. I'm just going to squirt a couple dots there. Don't need much. I'm going to use my Take a Pick tool, and I'm going to pick this up and try to get it on there. Bring this over to my silicone mat and go ahead and put that down. Okay, now if I need to shift it over a little bit, I can do that too. Oops, too far. Hang on, I should probably take my cover off, but I'll just use my fingers. There we go. And then I'm going to take those cute little rhinestones and let's see, I'm going to use this color because I want one of the bigger ones, and it covers right there on that hole. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of my Stampin' Dimensionals. And we're almost done. I'm just going to put that, oops, stick it at me. I'm going to put it right across, kind of over to the right a little bit, and I don't want to center it. And get it straight and then press down. Take a little glue, put it on my front of my card. And that's the front. Okay, and then on the inside, I wanted to do one of those little eyelets, so I'm going to show you. So here's my sheet. Look at that pretty little eyelet edge. And what I found was I rolled it forward, then I rolled it back. If you still have where the sides aren't getting it as much, then I just turned it and rolled it forward and back, and it came out perfect, and all the little pieces came right out. So that should help you. All right, I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia ink again. This time I'm going to ink up my little flower. And I'm just going to put it in that edge down at the bottom. And then I'm using this You're Absolutely Amazing. So it's thank you, and then You're Absolutely Amazing. I'm putting that up towards the top, so this way in here I can do my writing. And then we're just going to add some glue and put that inside our card. And just give it a nice surprise when the people open it. They probably won't be expecting this pretty eyelet inside. And just like that. So simple. Okay, so that's our cards. Let me show you all 5 of the colors again. We got that one. We have that one. This one. And that one. Okay, so that's our, well, let me get the colors again so I can show you. I'll move all this out of the way. It is Evening Evergreen. This is Pale Papaya. This one is Fresh Freesia. This one is Polished Pink. And this one is really like a bubblegum pink. It is beautiful. I was waiting for a pink like this. And then Soft Succulent. All these colors, like I said, just blend beautifully together. You can't really go wrong with any of them. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to have a lot more ideas for you on our new products coming out. And you can shop with me at StampFUNatics.com. Like I said, this catalog, all of my customers that have purchased from me in the last year, your catalogs were mailed last week. Hopefully you're getting them sometime this week. And if you aren't a customer yet but would like to be, and you're not a demonstrator, I'd love to have you come and stamp with me. And you just contact me at StampFUNatics@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send you one. Talk to you soon. Thanks, and have a great day.